Money is something everyone talks about, but few truly understand. We live our lives chasing it, fearing it, and often wasting it without knowing the rules. Imagine waking up one day and realizing years have passed. You worked hard, yet money slipped through your fingers like sand. This video is about breaking that cycle before it's too late. Today we will discuss the summary of powerful lessons about money that can change your life. Most people think money is only about earning more. But the truth is, money is about how you manage, grow, and protect it. Earning a high income will not save you if your spending is reckless. On the other hand, even modest earnings can grow huge if managed wisely. The first idea is simple. Money is a tool, not a goal. If you chase money blindly, it controls you. If you master it, you control your life. Think about how schools teach us many subjects, yet very few ever explain how money works, even though we use it daily. This lack of financial education is why so many stay trapped. They earn, they spend, and they repeat, without ever building real wealth. Wealth is not about fancy cars or shiny clothes. Wealth is about freedom, choices, and security when life becomes uncertain. When you learn to respect money, you also learn to respect time. Because money, at its core, is a reflection of how you use your time. If you waste hours chasing quick thrills, you also waste potential wealth. If you invest time wisely, you build habits that create lasting prosperity. Another mistake people make is thinking debt is normal. Debt can feel harmless in the beginning, but it becomes chains that limit freedom. The banks and credit companies design it this way on purpose. They want you to pay interest forever, so you remain stuck in their system. To escape, you must start seeing money differently. Instead of asking, "How much can I spend?" ask, "How much can I save and grow?" Saving is the seed, investing is the soil, and time is the water. Together they transform small amounts into something powerful over years. But this requires patience, and patience is rare in today's world. Most people want results fast, and so they miss the compounding magic. Think of compounding as a silent force working while you sleep. It rewards the disciplined and punishes the impatient who quit too early. The earlier you learn these lessons, the stronger your future becomes. Every year of delay makes the climb harder and the sacrifices bigger. So, before it's too late, decide to treat money as a friend. Understand it, respect it, and make it work for you instead of against you. This is the journey we are starting with this series. In the coming parts, we will uncover deeper truths about building, keeping, and growing wealth. When you begin to see money as a friend, you start treating it with care. You stop wasting it on meaningless things and begin asking what truly matters. The truth is, most people spend money to impress others. They buy things they do not need for people who do not care and end up broke. If you want freedom, you must break away from this cycle. The goal is not to look rich. The goal is to actually be secure and wealthy. This is where the concept of delayed gratification enters the picture. It means choosing long-term stability over short-term pleasure. Every time you resist buying something useless, you are paying yourself instead. Every saved dollar is a soldier working for your future financial army. But saving alone is not enough. Money must also grow. Keeping it in a drawer or even in a simple account is like leaving it asleep. To awaken money, you need the power of investing. This doesn't mean gambling or chasing quick profits. It means steady, wise growth. Investing can be as simple as buying shares of strong companies. It can be starting a small side business or even learning a skill that pays. Each form of investment has risks, but the greatest risk is doing nothing. Inflation silently eats your money every year, reducing its real power. This is why financial literacy is not optional anymore. In today's world, not knowing about money is more dangerous than ever. If you do not control money, someone else will control you through it. Your employer, the banks, or even advertisers will keep you chained to their system. But when you learn the rules, you begin to step outside the trap. You stop being the consumer who only spends, and you become the builder who grows. Another key truth is to separate needs from wants. Needs keep you alive and stable. Wants often drain your wallet for no return. A person who understands this difference is already ahead of most people. They know when to say yes to opportunity and when to say no to waste. Building wealth is less about making perfect choices. It is more about avoiding repeated mistakes that destroy your progress. Think of your financial journey like climbing a mountain. Every step up takes effort, but one careless slip can send you sliding down. This is why awareness and discipline matter more than luck. Luck may bring you money once, but discipline keeps it with you forever. The path to financial independence is not glamorous at first. It looks like small daily sacrifices that no one else notices or praises. But years later, the difference becomes impossible to ignore. The disciplined person stands free, while the careless person stays stuck in debt. So as we continue, remember this lesson clearly. Money rewards patience, discipline, and respect, qualities that anyone can learn. We have seen that discipline and patience are the foundation of wealth. But another element that shapes financial destiny is mindset. If you believe money is evil, you will unconsciously push it away. If you see it as a tool, you will learn how to use it wisely. Many people grow up hearing negative phrases about money. They are told only greedy people get rich, or that wealth corrupts the soul. These ideas plant seeds of guilt whenever they try to improve financially, so they sabotage their own progress without even realizing it. The truth is, money simply reflects who you already are. If you are generous, money helps you give more. If careless, money exposes it. This is why changing your relationship with money is so important. See it not as an enemy, but as a partner in building your future. Another mindset shift is to stop thinking of income as fixed. Most people believe their salary is the only money they will ever make. But wealth comes when you create multiple streams of income. This could be investments, side businesses, or digital opportunities in today's world. The danger of relying on one income is that it can vanish. A job can be lost, an industry can collapse, or health can fail. When you have other streams, you gain security and confidence. Even if one door closes, others keep providing for you and your family. To build these streams, you must also invest in yourself. Skills, knowledge, and creativity are assets that no one can steal. Every course you take, every book you read, every lesson you learn adds value. This value eventually translates into opportunities that bring more money. Another truth is to stop comparing yourself with others. Money is not a race to beat neighbors or friends. It is a tool for your life. Comparison makes you buy things you do not need just to look equal. But real confidence comes from stability, not from flashing status symbols. In fact, the richest people often live more simply than you expect. They focus on growing assets, not on showing off liabilities. You must also guard against fear of taking small risks. Fear keeps many people trapped in jobs or habits that never let them grow. The key is not to avoid risk completely, but to manage it smartly. Start small, test, learn, and expand only when you see steady progress. By doing this, you reduce the chance of disaster and increase potential reward. Over time, even small steps taken consistently create powerful results. So the journey is not just about money itself, but about who you become. A disciplined, patient, and confident person can handle wealth wisely and grow it further. This transformation begins inside and reflects outside. Your mindset creates your actions, and your actions create your financial future. We have talked about mindset and income, but money management is the next step. Without control, even a high income can disappear quickly. The first principle is to always pay yourself first. This means before bills or luxuries, set aside savings and investments. When you save first, you protect your future before spending today. If you spend first, you will always find nothing left to save. Even a small percentage like 10% creates a habit. Over years, that habit builds a strong financial foundation. The second rule is to track your spending carefully. Most people underestimate how much they waste on small expenses. A coffee here, a snack there, or online subscriptions quietly eat your income. But when you write them down, you see where your money leaks. Awareness is the first step to control. You cannot fix what you never measure. The third rule is to separate wants from needs. Needs keep your life stable. Wants are often temporary pleasures. Buying every want leads to stress and debt. Focusing on needs first creates stability and peace of mind. The fourth rule is to avoid destructive debt. Debt for luxuries drags you backward instead of moving you forward. Credit card bills with high interest can trap people for years. They end up working only to pay banks instead of building freedom. Good debt, however, can sometimes be useful. For example, investing in education, property, or business that grows income. The difference is whether debt creates assets or only liabilities. If it produces future value, it can be considered smart debt. The fifth rule is to build an emergency fund. Life is full of surprises, and money cushions protect against crisis. Medical bills, job loss, or sudden repairs can appear any time. An emergency fund prevents panic and protects your long-term plans. Experts often suggest 3 to 6 months of expenses in reserve. This may take time to build, but step by step it becomes possible. The sixth rule is to invest regularly and patiently. Money sitting idle loses value due to inflation each year. Investments in stocks, funds, or businesses allow your money to grow. The secret is not timing the market, but staying consistent. Even small monthly contributions compound into powerful growth over decades. Compounding is the silent engine behind almost every fortune. The seventh rule is to live below your means. It is better to appear modest and be free than to look rich and be trapped. Living below your means does not mean denying joy. It means choosing long-term peace over short-term show. Finally, the eighth rule is to set clear goals for money. A goal gives direction, while random spending only creates confusion. When you know why you want wealth, you manage it with purpose. Whether it is family security, freedom to travel, or charity, goals keep you focused. Money management is therefore not just numbers. It is the art of aligning daily choices with your bigger vision. We have learned how to earn, save, and manage money. But true wealth is also about how you use it for others. Money alone does not bring lasting happiness. It is the meaning behind money that creates fulfillment. The first step is learning the power of giving. When you share a portion of your wealth, you multiply its value. Charity is not only for the poor, it is also for your own soul, keeping greed away from your heart. Many wealthy people mention that giving changed their perspective. It reminded them that money is a tool, not their identity. Sharing can be in many forms. Donating to education, helping family, or supporting community projects. Even small acts of generosity create ripples that spread wider than we imagine. A small gift today can transform someone's tomorrow. The second step is teaching money wisdom to your children. Wealth that is not guided often disappears in the next generation. History is full of families who gained fortunes but lost them quickly, because the next generation only knew spending, not building. Teaching children about saving, investing, and patience builds their strength. It ensures that your hard work does not vanish but grows further. The third step is creating a legacy beyond material wealth. Money fades, but values, stories, and wisdom pass on for generations. If you raise children who understand discipline and kindness, that is true wealth. If you leave behind a reputation of integrity, that is a fortune no one can steal. The fourth step is supporting causes that outlive you. Funding scholarships, hospitals, or projects leaves a mark bigger than yourself. This transforms wealth into impact, carrying your name forward with respect. When you die, money stays, but your legacy walks into the future. The fifth step is balancing personal enjoyment with giving. It is not about denying yourself, but about sharing wisely. You must taste the fruit of your effort, but you must also plant new seeds for others to enjoy. The sixth step is to never let wealth control your heart. Money is a servant, not a master. When people become slaves to money, they lose peace despite riches. But when people use money as a servant, they live with freedom. The final step is to measure your life not by net worth, but by how many lives you improved along the journey. Wealth without purpose is empty, like water in a leaking jar. Wealth with purpose is powerful, like a river that nourishes everything around it. In the end, money is not just for survival. It is a chance to create meaning, to give, and to be remembered with honor. Money is important, but time is the real currency of life. Many people waste years chasing wealth without realizing they lost freedom. Financial freedom means your money works for you, not the other way around. It allows you to choose how you spend your hours, not just your income. The first step is breaking free from debt chains. As long as you owe money, your future is borrowed, not owned. Avoid debt that drains your peace of mind. Pay it off and promise yourself to only borrow for growth, not desires. The second step is building enough passive income streams. When you earn even while sleeping, you have gained real power. Investments, businesses, or royalties can all support your lifestyle. They may take years to build, but once ready, they give you freedom. The third step is learning to separate needs from wants. If your expenses always grow with income, you will never be free. Minimalism is not about denying pleasures. It is about removing distractions so money serves joy, not stress. The fourth step is planning work that respects your time. Many high earners still remain trapped in jobs that own their lives. But true wealth is when you can design your schedule. You choose when to work, when to rest, and when to live. The fifth step is realizing that time lost cannot be bought back. A father who missed his child's childhood cannot pay to restore it. A person who ignored health for money cannot buy years later. So financial freedom is also health freedom and relationship freedom. The sixth step is creating a system that protects your future self. Retirement planning is not about being old, but about being secure. Imagine waking up without fear of bills or dependence. That peace is the gift of freedom you give yourself today. The seventh step is valuing moments over materials. An evening walk with loved ones can be richer than a luxury car. When you align money with experiences, not possessions, happiness grows. Because memories live longer than products. The eighth step is to redefine success. Society says success is luxury, but true success is choice. The choice to say no to things you dislike. The choice to live a day as you want, not as you are forced. The ninth step is to never delay freedom. Do not tell yourself you will enjoy life after 50. Each year wasted in waiting is a treasure lost. Start today by making money a tool of time, not a thief of it. The final step is harmony between earning, saving, and living. A life balanced between work and joy is the real rich life. Because in the end, wealth fades, but time is priceless. Use your money to buy time and you will never regret it. We started this journey with a simple question about money. Why wait until it is too late to learn what truly matters? We saw how earning wisely is not about chasing quick gains. It is about building skills, patience, and the courage to focus. We learned that saving is not a punishment. It is the seed that grows into security, stability, and choices. We explored how investing turns small habits into great fortunes. It is not gambling, but discipline, guided by knowledge and time. We discussed the role of giving, generosity, and legacy. Because money that serves only you is never enough to satisfy. We understood that financial freedom is not riches alone. It is the power to control your hours, your energy, and your dreams. We reminded ourselves that time is wealth no one can replace. If you lose it, no amount of money can bring it back. The final truth is this: money is a tool, not the goal. It is a servant, not a master, and never your identity. Many people spend their lives working for money without purpose. They wake up too late, realizing they earned but never lived. Do not fall into the trap of endless comparison. Wealth is not measured by what others see, but by your peace. Learn to live below your means, but above your fears. That is where the real confidence and freedom of money lies. Never delay your financial education. Every year you wait is a year of lost opportunity. Start small if you must, but start today with one decision. Save one coin, read one lesson, make one wise choice. Because the journey to wealth is not a giant leap. It is a series of small steps taken with patience and clarity. Respect money, but never worship it. Use it to build health, relationships, and experiences that last. Remember, at the end of life, no one asks your net worth. They ask what kind of person you were and how you lived. If you manage money with wisdom, it will give you options. If you ignore it, it will control you until the last day. So make money your partner, not your prison. Let it give you time, peace, and a life worth remembering. Learn about money before it's too late because time will not wait. Choose today to write a story of wealth that is also a story of life.